Alright, here is a revisit on the SMC 12-inch oscillating table fan model TP121A from 2005. So this was dumped out into the curb last year, ready to be picked up in the following morning. Beforehand, I found a cheap comfort zone, and then later on I found the Lasco 2112, which I sold some time ago now. Now this fan, it's been around for a while. The only thing that it did not have was the retainer. Everything else seems to be in decent shape. Now, this is the third one I have. I had another one, but it did not have the base. Well, actually, the outer plastic part. Neither did it have the logo or the retainer itself. The second one was in very great shape. The only thing was that the motor was dead, and I had a replacement on hand, so I did that. This one was just thrown out mainly because of the retainer. Because when I tested this, it actually worked fine with no problem. It just needed some servicing, and that was it. Alright, so here's a close-up of it. SMC. It's your 3-speed switch. Now, when I first got this fan, it did not have the retainer. Now, this came off a 6-inch fan, and I had to frantically shrink it down. The only thing is that it kind of fits a bit loose because it's not really that tight. But I mean, as long as it's holding on well, there should not be any concern. The blade pitch seems to be decent. Matter of fact, let me pull out this other one. There's the Medea. Okay, I see a difference now. This one has less blade pitch, and it might have to do with the warping, even though it's not really that evident. I did reshape the leading edge backwards a bit, so it could not make a very obstructed noise type of airflow sound. But yeah, overall the parts are the same despite being made by different manufacturers, from the blade nuts, and everything else. Now onto the motor cover itself. This one is not original. This one came off of another. Well, this entire motor cover assembly came off of another Medea fan. I believe it was a late 2000s Polonus 18-inch. The motor, of course, is now on this SMC TH16. And this one, I just used it for this one. I forgot what happened to the original motor cover. I think I lost it somehow. So, there's that. And one other thing to show you at the bottom before we actually turn on the fan. Alright, so let's take a look at the bottom now. I opened this and I forgot that this does not have the holes for wall mounting like this fan down here. Alright, so there's the information tag. So, model TP121A, SKU number 501-832. Table fan has a vendor number. It was manufactured in June of 2005. So this is older by a few months to this one, because this one was manufactured in December of 2005. Interestingly enough. So anyways, we're going to turn on the fan now. Alright, so here is low speed. Now, the airflow coming out of this is very good. It's quiet and powerful. It's just that it produces this somewhat loud hum. But yeah, overall it seems to operate fine. Seems the Living Accents outperforms this one by a very slight margin. And that is once again because that one has a slightly steeper pitch to this one. Alright, there's media. Yeah, that is very good performance there. Line high. Yeah, despite being cheap fans at the time, these outperformed every other Chinese fan at the time as well. Because this was the time everything started turning into pretty much garbage. Oh, that's some DAG oscillation now. Yeah, I barely ever see one of these oscillation mechanisms, the gears itself, fail. Usually when the gearbox fails, it's mainly because of the heat from the motor, causing the plastic to go very brittle. What's crazy though is that the design of these fans, they're pretty timeless. Even though this was manufactured 20 years ago, it still looks like it fits any environment nowadays. Now, apart from this one, there's also another one, Brandon Hampton Bay as well. There was a listing on the Facebook Marketplace that I missed, unfortunately, so I might try to see if I can find another one of those. And of course, bearings are in good shape. And there you have it. That's the revisit video of the SMC 12-inch oscillating table fan model TP121A from 2005.